Alitalia, and we are going to Rome, and then we have connection to Civitavecchia.
Yeah.
And then we board the ship.
Getting on a coach.
Yes, coach. And then we board the ship. Is it like a bus?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a bus. Okay. And Regent will be waiting for us at the airport.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to take off. Isn't that funny how I don't have my earphones? Oh, I bought these real ones.
Here we go.
It's a pleasure to welcome you to Rome on time at 10 minutes past 11 a.m. local time. Thank you for flying with Alitalia, and we look forward to seeing you on board in the very near future. Arrivederci.
Hi.
Hi.
We're eating first meal.
First meal on the ship.
Regent. I have gazpacho and
Same thing for me, hamburger, a little potato salad. Look at the size of these shrimp.
Okay.
Healthy, happy retirement. God bless you. Thank you for all these trips. We appreciate it.
thank you.
I love you.
Hope we have some sunny weather, and we have very nice companions, so it should be a nice cruise. One of the best.
Cincinnati. Filet of sole is so good.
Yeah.
That's the least bad.
And so
I'm going to give you this nice piece over here so you can taste it.
No, I don't want it. I got too much food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm having a lobster.
Well, the other good thing is when your meal comes out hot, you don't wait for anyone else.
Oh God, you always picture so close up.
Well, that's the way it works out. So what are you doing today?
We're off to Amalfi Drive.
Good.
We're taking it under now, and then we're taking a minibus and then a big bus. Got that right.
Yeah, you're right.
View of Mount Vesuvius, only active volcano on the continent. The city of Naples is across the bay.
The drive from Sorrento to Amalfi, where we're going to make the first long stop. The
Bay of Salerno is visible, and you can see that the same kind of vegetation grows also in this area. The sea is just wonderful today. Yesterday too, you can see this kind of netting covering the slopes, put there to stop the stones from falling down. This happens when it rains or when there are fires. And when that happens, here comes a traffic jam around the corner, because they do not stop in time where they are supposed to. Ladies and gentlemen, parking is a big problem here. And now you can see Positano just up there.
No, I'm taking your picture.
Beautiful. Can't ask for more than that, right? Sorry, look at the peppers. Hot peppers. Wow. See that?
Vetri sul mare. In other words, vetri overlooking the sea. Yet on this other side. And these are the volunteers that I've mentioned to you before that would stop the vehicles to check that there's no bus coming from the other end. This can circulate one way along this road. The only ones that are allowed to go back and forth, the public transport, the SITA company, then 4560 Fahrenheit. Down below you can also see those black rocks. That's lava that has been taken away from the ruins of Pompeii and Herculaneum and put along the coast in this area to save it. You know, when the
Where are you?
I'm in Amalfi, right along the coast. It's fabulous. Beautiful.
And you're in the square, the main square, I think.
Square where all the stores are. And we're looking for a black
Hoodie.
hoodie.
But we're only finding navy.
And you got your dad?
Amalfi. We finished our little walk. We bought some things. And, we've been here before, but I don't remember everything. Very beautiful little place. And we're having a good time. We're going to have our lunch. And then that's our next stop in about 45 minutes. And then we drive back.
we are driving along the coastal road of Amalfi, named after Henrik Ibsen. A lot of those ancient watchtowers, circular or square in shape. The town of Minori, even there, just like in Positano, the street gets narrower and narrower. And you can also see over there on the right how the hotel when we use anchovies for our recipes, we would like to have them coming from Cetana, so we would obviously check the label.
It looks like this is a topless beach. I think there's a lot of them. I think Italy is, all of Europe has got a lot of them.
We should take a walk on the beach.
Hello.
Hello.
You're taking all these
Voce
pictures.
di Mare is the name of the restaurant.
Coach de Mare.
Voce di Mare.
Voce de Mare. Okay. Very nice. It's beautiful.
Georgian.
Very lovely. Amazing.
That is,
All right.
it's a beautiful little beach, clear water.
Yeah.
Here we are in the Voce di Mare Hotel at the restaurant. It's a beautiful view. It's a nice sunny day. Can you see me?
Yes. I sure can. I get more of the top when I do that, but this gives you. Pretty. Let me do something like this.
The drink coasters, 25 euros.
The box with the lemon on it, and the music box, and what is it
I got this little, I've forgotten what it was, but it's good. It's like, oh, you got one too.
Artichoke,
Artichoke? Was that artichoke?
like a quiche with artichoke, like tart, whatever.
I got mussels. I did get a little bit of shrimp, which I like. I got this here, which is the
Beautiful dish, beautiful.
Okay, I have delicious lamb chops and a piece of potato.
Okay.
lamb chops are also on a copycat. Delicious.
Same thing.
Same thing, but I did have my pasta, and I
Right.
had a beautiful salad arrangement. We've had all these things to pick on, all these little goodies,
Right.
and bread with the wine and vinegar.
Right.
Delightful.
We're not starving.
And this is veal
No, we're
scallopini alla limone.
Good evening! How are you this evening? It's wonderful to see you here. Thank you so much. A busy day of exploring, an absolutely gorgeous day in Sorrento. And it's my pleasure and honor to introduce the gentleman who is in charge of all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, the master of Regent Seven Seas Voyager. He is Felice Patrono.
I did something good, did I? Well, it's a teamwork. I would like to thank you everyone for coming to the Sensi Voyager for your vacation. How are we doing so far? Chilton? I promise till 5 o'clock all will be okay. Anyway, we did not run out of limoncello. We still have the limoncello on board, especially up in La Veranda. We'd like to invite all of them to do what they do on board and do some work.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. My name is Anatoly. I'm coming from Bulgaria and I live on a beautiful Black Sea coast. I'm in charge with the entire hotel operation on board and that makes me the general manager on board. We wish you a wonderful cruise with us. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gianluca. I am the staff captain, second in command of the ship. As a staff captain, I'm overseeing safety, security, and environmental issue, and well, I do all the jobs that the captain doesn't want to do it. Welcome on board.
My name is Antonino. Today actually we are in my city, Sorrento. I come from Sorrento.
I am the chief engineer on board. Welcome on board, benvenuti a bordo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the fourth Italian on the line and not the last one. My name is Alessandro, I come from the northern part of Italy. I'm the food and beverage director on board. I just recently moved to Tokyo, Japan. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much. It's such a fantastic team and we enjoy what we do. We love to cruise and we like to make your dream vacation with the good memorable time on board Sensi's Voyager. Enjoy the cruise and I'll see you around. Thank you.
Is Captain Felice Patrono, the senior officer in the engine department.
And Mount Etna is saying buongiorno. You see with the smoke signals, is saying welcome. You are very welcome in Sicily. The smile I can say that this is our invention, dry water. But anyway, and this is quite a good news overall for us visiting a little bit on mountain. I am amazed, so I imagine you coming here, many of you for the first time, and even those tries a century, 3 times 100 years. You see the dates of this palm tree, you see, yes, and to the right you see the memorial. To the right they are preparing for the Vendemmia, the vintage feast. They will be dancing, and we pass from Piedimonte to Lingua Glossa, increasing our altitude all the time. Other professions, it's the presbytero, it's interceding in order to save Lingua Glossa from because of the war. It was released and 2007 had to be restored. Please, a little to the panels. If you know and the scenes. 1728. Handy carved wooden panels.
Carving, 17.
Was it
10 of August
at least?
A volcano stung. This is a volcano with many tongues. The lava flows. So the big tongue that stopped before overwhelming the town. They are not related with the other Gambino. They are famous on the other side of the ocean. La Mamma is a Miss Gambino. That means little leg. Wines. Never tired of welcoming visitors. It shows itself just as it is. And really, they are never tired. Almost 900 meters, 3,000 feet. And please, at 3,000 feet, I would like you to see this photo. I go like that. This building marks right there. See?
I'm going Alex and Joseph's taking my picture.
Don't do that.
What did I do? I waved.
What she's doing.
I waved.
Hey, I'll wave with this hand.
Here. I'm waving.
So
This is
This is the
wonderful.
Gambino Winery.
Yeah.
Related to the Gambinos in New Jersey. No,
No, it's not. They don't like that.
but it's a lovely, lovely
They should change their name,
day.
maybe.
And the views are beautiful. And we're going to have a delicious lunch.
We are.
We're having lunch here.
And the juice stays at the bottom. So in the old days with a long pole called a mataf, where you would break up the cap of skins and plunge it into the juice, so the juice would run over and through the skins. What we do today is called, the French call it remontage, or it's a pump over in English. You see this blue box at the bottom of the tanks? It's a pump, it takes the juice from the bottom, brings it all the way up to the top, and inside you have like a shower head which sprays the cap of skins evenly with the juice. You can program this remontage. It's about 4 times in 24 hours. And this way you have a very good extraction of the color and taste and aroma which are typical of the oak. And that is for 12 months. After 12 months, the different parts of the same wine need to be blended in stainless steel for at least 6 months, so that the different parts of the same wine will come together and become one.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. $1669, the lava that spared Catania. So at the moment, Catania was very lucky. A bunch of years after, 1693, the same city was very unlucky, destroyed, razed to the ground by an earthquake of the highest intensity that killed the 2/3 of its inhabitants. So out of 30,000 of that time, only 10,000 survived, the 10,000 responsible of this reconstruction under the Spanish rule. To the right, can you read today's date? 10th of October 2019, written with plants. And this is the entrance, so it's much bigger than this, of Vincenzo Bellini's gardens. We use even the plural, Giardini. Okay, to the right, you can see this post office, 1900, so 20th. There is an Apollo statue right there, right now. So it's very elegant post office. It was like a museum with stages inside. If you see quite health, so it will be, I hope, starting with more willing at the University of Catania. To the right, there is another church. We have more than 100. To your right, St. Michael's. To the right, it was a monastery. Right. We have better perspective. The Opera House, there. It's the facade is wider than this. It's so wide that the 2 lateral streets were incorporated, englobed by the architect in the facade. The architect's name is Carlo Sada. Just to know, Carlo Charles Sada. That is very Italian. Carlo Sada. So enjoy it. We move, we'll see other things, and I would like with you to express our gratitude for this very safe driving to Stelvio with a big applause. 1, 2, 3. Grazie. A French writer, Guy de Maupassant. Sicily, he defined the pearl of the Mediterranean Sea, this unique and divine museum of architecture. So, this divine and unique museum of architecture waits for you next time. Okay, Signora? Nicolosi is not enough. You have to see all the other towns. Ciao, all the best. See you again. Alla prossima. Give it 5. All the best to you. See you soon. Don't forget your bottles, your points, your souvenirs, everything you had. Ciao.
over here.
You can put your dish over.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me see if I see. That was a nice soft bread. I can't eat that hard bread. I love it too.
Special interest seminar.
Good morning, Xfinity.
Xfinity. Thank you. You got the Xfinity?
Okay. Enjoy.
Okay.
Wow. They look good.
Yeah, very nice.
We have a motor breeze northeasterly up to 20 knots. Is right on a port bow, relatively.
I'm sure you've seen around the lounges at some of our buffets and displays and events, you've seen some fantastic ice carving. So now we'll show you how it's done. So we're going to start away, and just to let you know, these tools you're using are extremely sharp. They carve the ice like butter.
Also in the casino.
One that's doing the tournament.
Yeah, he was on another of your ship, his ship, on a different ship. And I played with him before.
My name is Begum. B-E-G-U-M. Begum. It means the princess in Turkish. So from now on, I'm going to call you as my people. Kuşadası was a very small fishing village 40 years ago, but because of Ephesus and Virgin Mary's house, it flourished in a very short space of time and became a very important touristic center of Turkey. 800 ships come to Kuşadası every year during the season. We have morning and afternoon cruise ships here. So my lovely people, today, according to our program, we are going to visit first Virgin Mary's house. Then we are going to visit an amazing Greek village called Şirince, which means rather beautiful, which is very famous with its fruit wines in the world. And then I'm going to take you back to the town, and we are going to visit an amazing place where we are going to have a demonstration show about handicraft, and where we will be offered our lunch, and we will have some refreshments. So is everybody in the right bus? Yes. Okay, if not, İzmir Türk say Türkiye. Can you please say Türkiye?
Turkey.
Thank you, because as you know, turkey is a big word that you eat during Thanksgiving time. Great. At least 1 mile of silk can be obtained. And although the fibers are very thin, even it's hard to see. First of all, a German nun named Anne Catherine Everett had a vision in 1824. She was paralyzed and she had never been to Turkey before. She was living in Germany, Coesfeld near Münster. She said that Virgin Mary's house is at the top of a hill 7 kilometers away from Ephesus, and nobody believed her. Now the main question is, why did they come to Ephesus in the whole world? Because Ephesus was the only city in the world where the Christianity was not forbidden. So they were using this water to clean themselves, to clean the house, and also for drinking. You can now this is the house in front of us, and on the left side before that you see a place. Every Sunday we have masses. If it's not Sunday, if we have fruit market, if our guests would like, we organize visitors here, and we have private masses. We have also two closed churches inside. Also there is the house of the Pope.
Where do you make your, like, write something?
Um,
Somebody had a paper. And the mystery. I figured Dick Mariani.
Oh, very nice.
They love stuff like this.
Okay.
Where you make an intention prayer for someone.
Yeah, look at all of the notes.
Costa, gel από εδώ.
You can't take it on the plane though. Oh, you could put it in the suitcase.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to read this. You know, I never prayed to the Virgin Mary, never ever. And starting today, I'm
The city. Look at the left side, you will see a tattoo now. Now the biggest theater of the ancient world was also in Ephesus, and it had a capacity of 25,000 people, spectators. Concerts, theatrical shows, and they forbade us 5 years ago to give those concerts. In these two theaters, only classical concerts, just with instruments. Now I have some stories. Let me share with you the funny ones. Now inside of Ephesus, there is a highlight part of the tour. That is the library, which was the third largest library of the ancient world.
You will walk straight, turn right behind the building you made behind the restaurant.
Thank you.
After having our drinks, I'll take some of you.
Ooh, what's that stinky smell? Phew.
Where are you going?
Let's say like this. Who would like to stay here?
Okay.
Okay.
You got my.
Hi, I got your head. There's a house above your head.
You can
so
probably see the whole building.
yeah, I do. Isn't that funny how I'm
This is Serinche Village.
Serinche. I know how to say it. Yeah, I know.
We were here before, but it doesn't quite look the same. Maybe when we go walking, we'll go. There was like a oval square, an oval area where they had shops all around
Yeah.
it. And then you go up an incline into this area that had covered shops.
This is a beautiful place. It was chosen for the Virgin Mary, and I can see why. The people are lovely, peaceful people. Took it to the top of the mountain. I don't know how he got it there because
I don't know either. My
The
donkey.
donkey worked hard.
The donkey.
Yeah.
Took them days to get up here.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. But they said that they came by boat first on a ship.
Yeah, they said something about a boat.
Yeah, they came on a ship, I guess, and then from there on.
To Kusadasi, it was, to Ephesus, it was a harbor, a big
harbor,
big,
yeah.
seaport.
So, you know, it's a wonderful thing to have a belief in these things that we really don't know about, but as we pass on to a better place, we'll find out a little bit more.
We'll find out and we'll leave a message. We'll send a rose. I'll send you a rose so you'll know I'm up there and I'm very happy.
Little harem,
You have to learn
You're gonna love this.
how to do the Turkish dance.
little harem girls.
I'm probably going to ask you to save it for Halloween. But
We go that way.
What I'll show you down there. We open it and we made as a carpet. It's a great
What do you
different
think?
look.
Do I need
Tribal
another
carpet,
carpet?
simple geometry, and 13th century first carpets made it in Selçuklu time. Before the Ottoman Empire, aç bakalım.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
The colors of turquoise and the white color actually. Beautiful. Onu da yanına aç.
My blue. No, that's not.
What?
I don't remember very part of this. Nope.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh my
still
God.
recording.
Oh dear. Rose just left her security card in customs, so she had to go back for it.
Yeah, well.
Now she's got to prove it's hers.
I have mine. Buonasera. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming back to your home, away from home. Do you enjoy all the calls so far?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Now, yes. So today in Ephesus, you made it. You enjoy Ephesus.
Yes,
Beautiful,
wonderful.
beautiful weather, and was not too hot,
No.
not too cold, just fantastic. I like they do the tango when you come.
I like it too. Makes me feel like at home. Thank you very much, Captain. And as the Captain said, thank you very much for coming one more time to us. Ladies and gentlemen, fair winds and happy sailings. Salud.
Salud. Leave it up to them to do things different. Is this the right way?
Sorry, madam. Check. With the salt?
Just a little. Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Alright. How about the pepper, madam?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. And spinach, right?
And cream spinach.
Yes. There you go, madam. You're welcome, madam.
Everything looks delicious. Thank
Yes,
you.
everything delicious, madam.
Thank you so
With the
much.
service? Yes, please. Ready? Spinach and mushroom for you. There you go, sir. Thank you very much. Enjoy your dinner, everyone. Okay. Sir, mushroom for you, right?
Mushrooms, yes. Bon appetit. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Bon appetit.
Thank you. All looks wonderful. Yes.
Looks good.
Angela birthday. Angela, right? Okay. Can you come back? Right this. Wait, I need to wait there. Legend production. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela. Happy birthday to you. Wow.
Do you know how old she is?
55.
Okay, you really know her age?
No,
90 years old.
I told you, you are 55, not 90. Yeah.
That was nice. Oh my God. I guess that,
Told your butler. I told your butler.
Oh, your butler?
VJ, yes.
Oh, he's the one that said it.
No, I told him.
And he said it.
And he
set it up.
Madam, would you like me to slice it into cream? And I can serve it here. Would you like to have some ice cream on it?
Not me.
No ice cream?
No ice cream.
Let's go. Or you want me to send it to your room?
No, cut it up.
Sure. Thank you very much. One moment, please.
No, it goes to the room, we throw it away.
Yeah, I know. That was sweet.
So it's kind of sad that in the pursuit of following so much is lost. Well, and so we proceeded then to rebuild the city in the village of Osmond. And so it's just a few years later that we built Blue Lawn. And, well, yeah, it's not us.
Turkish lunch.
But so what he did was he took of that Sophia, the church, that had been consecrated by
And this makes Istanbul unique. comes to being the only city in the world built upon 2 continents. And due to this very interesting location, it is also one of the oldest cities in the world. 4,000 years of history. And the city used to be the capital for the 3 big empires. To the top, storing more than 100,000 tons of water and becoming one of the biggest in the world. So the Romans used it for nearly 1100, for nearly 900. Already a mosque. They never needed this mosque. But this mosque, the new mosque, was built intentionally by its founder because he wanted his work to be compared. So it was a matter of Roman architecture versus Turkish, just like we are doing now. I'm looking on one side of a Christian architecture versus Islam architecture. And since there are a few special things behind that church we are going to be seeing, the same thing goes for the Blue Mosque.
Is that the cistern?
No.
Huh? Oh, really?
So on the right hand side, why is he begging forgiveness? Did he do something wrong? He sure did. Marrying more than twice back in those days was considered a big sin. This guy married 4 times. Why? Was he interested in having a harem or a harem? No. He wanted to have a son so he could pass the throne to his son. What up? Unsure how long this dome can stand for, because the city you are visiting now, just like Los Angeles or San Francisco, is on a major fault line. Like in California, you guys have the San Andreas. Over here we have something very similar, one of the most active fault lines in the world. And
Magnificent.
We had every century. The last one we had was in 1999 dome. More than 20,000 lives. Even the details we have now, it would be nearly impossible to build a dome this size, which can stand for more than 1,000 years on top of it. All these Muslims, they have to face towards Mecca. That is the city in Saudi Arabia. And from where we are now, it is southeast. So it's not straight like this. It's slightly to the right corner of the building. So these people face this way, one line after another, all the way to the back. And the capacity of the building was something like 10,000 in the galleries. The gallery was reserved for the women when this was a church. The name Hagia Sophia in Greek meaning holy wisdom. Holy wisdom. From the Hellenistic period, Alexander the Great. So what we're looking at is 2,400 years old. And these were actually used for storing wine. They were wine jars. And imagine the work. This was all carved out from huge solid marble. Alexander Constantine the Great. So he is the founder of the city, and he has to simplify the model of Constantinople in his hands and presenting the city to Virgin Mary.
Blood pressure, how's for many things.
So I'll take this.
Okay, days. Right, close the shop, you're done for the day.
So this is it here?
Yeah, we got 5 gram jars, 10 gram jars, and 20 gram jars of this.
The Turkish must come a long way. They seem like they're so, how can I say it? So wealthy. Like the streets are clean, aren't they? The streets are clean, the place is nice. And I'm impressed with it. I'm impressed with it.
Sweet.
So a very warm Regent, I want to make sure I get this right, a very warm Regent welcome for the Anatolic Folkloric Show of Istanbul.
Akşamlar hanımefendiler, beyefendiler. İstanbul ve Türkiye'ye hoş geldiniz. Nasılsınız? Türkiye'yi beğendiniz mi? İstanbul'u sevdiniz mi? Merhabalar hanımefendiler, beyefendiler. İstanbul'u sevdiniz mi? Hoş geldiniz. You don't understand me? No? I say that. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
You understand now? Okay. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Do you like the Turkey? You welcome to Istanbul. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen. And now, Mr. Hussein and his instrument, clarinet.
Souvenir shops, boutiques, some restaurants. Some people would like to stay here, tourists, because it's walking distance to everything. And it's affordable, and they don't have to get into traffic, because Istanbul's traffic is really terrible. But we don't have many good 5-star hotels here. So most of the 5-star hotels are located in the Taksim area or along the Bosphorus, the Strait. But there, you know, nice hotels also, affordable nice hotels here also. So very soon we're going to leave the bus. So they had chariot races, and it was completed in the 3rd century after Christ by an emperor named Severus. I don't expect you to remember all these names, but it has a big stadium which could accommodate more than 10,000 people here. And they were making loops with the chariots, like full horses, and we had seats here. And people, the crowd, was watching these. And whoever was the winner was awarded by a bag of gold and a gold ring. So it was a social gathering place for people. But later on, it brought here from the governor of Alexandria. Alexandria is a city in Egypt. And the governor was Roman because it was ruled by the Romans. And they gave themselves good gifts those times. So this was a gift. The West Roman Empire was speaking Latin. The East Roman Empire was speaking Greek language. And then the West Roman Empire finished by the attacks of the European cities. Rome was finished. But the East Roman Empire survived until 15th century. So for another almost 1,000 years, the East Roman Empire, in the name of Byzantium, it survives. Okay, folks, let's go up. Minarets, 2 of them, actually 6 altogether, and the minarets have balconies, because from those balconies, I am Muslim also. I was born in Istanbul.
Their religion is very much like ours. They believe in peace and all, but they believe in Jesus. I mean, when we went to church years ago, we had to cover our heads. Remember?
And in the mosques, we are not allowed to have faces. In Islam religion, no faces are accepted, or no landscape pictures. We don't know how to practice on the okay. We just have that with. That's what I could see. That team on the right hand side, the builder, and right next to it is a medrese. Medrese is a small school for the kids learning. Before we had sound and light show, unfortunately now we don't have it. It's from that period. And in front of me is the beautiful Hagia Sophia that I told you built in the 6th century.
Beautiful area, beautiful trees. The weather's delightful. Yeah, the weather's nice. Now I feel okay. I was cold this morning. It warms up.
Yeah, when the sun comes out, it's warmer, much warmer.
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Imperial Gate. Now the second gate, and now we will be inside the second courtyard, which is actually where we pay for. And the courtyard, before we go inside, you can see the Tura, 3 of them. Those are the coat of arms, or the symbols of the Ottoman Sultans, signatures of the Ottoman Sultans. And on top, it is prayers from Quran Karim, from a religious book, so that it will be protected. This palace will be protected by God.
On the other side.
No, we're going to the bazaar. That's what he said, we were going to walk. He said 15 minutes though, he lied about that.
Before, it's like 3 now it's gone down a lot. And a lot of renovation going on. Everywhere, a lot of renovation. Everywhere. And this area is called Aksaray. Aksaray is a very busy area with locals and tourists coming from the east part of Europe for shopping. But these shops are not good quality shops. They are cheap, but they are quite popular among these tourists who come here, and they do shop and they go back, and then they do the trade of these textile products that they buy here. They're made in Turkey. Turkey is very rich in textile. Another beautiful mosque here on the right hand side, if you can see it. It's very nice, both from outside and inside. Dating back to this 18th century. Although we have a good public transportation system, we don't have enough metro. We should have built the metro many, many years ago. We do have a few metro lines right now, but it's not enough. We have public buses, which are yellow, private buses, which are blue, taxis, which are yellow, shared taxis, which are yellow also. So shared taxis are minivans. They have certain routes, and you can hop on, hop off anytime you like, cheaper. Ferry boats, private and government owned also.
We left the ship at about 8 o'clock or 8:30, and we went a bus tour to
Helper.
Where?
Between the two of you.
The first stop was, I know, the mosque.
No, the Hippodrome.
What?
Hippodrome.
Yeah, the
That was where they had the obelisk and the chariot
racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the chariot races. And
That was when the Romans were in control. And then when the Romans left, they didn't do the chariot racing anymore. That wasn't a good sport for them. Because they get killed, you know, the chariot. So they used to do just the horses there.
And then we went on to the Blue Mosque.
Yes.
That was beautiful,
Good.
but it's under construction.
Everything really good.
It wasn't as blue as I thought it would be.
No, I was shocked
It
too.
was really blue. We would call it a blue mosque.
Yeah.
The tiles were beautiful. what we could see.
And they had the separation for the women that are on one side and the men that were on the other side. And they is it 5 times a day? I heard them singing this. 5 times a day they come out to and the priest or the whatever sings and they go to they pray. They do that. They give 15 minutes. They just 10-15 minutes.
And what do they pray?
They pray the prayers are beautiful prayers. Yeah, they're just God prayers. You know, they're very.
They believe in Jesus.
Yeah, as a prophet. Yeah.
But they believe in Jesus and Mary, so they believe in the Virgin Mary. And they seem to be religious people. Very clean areas that we've seen. No graffiti. And then
No homeless?
we went on to what?
Homeless?
No homeless. They said they had
No, very little.
But they said there is a problem with Syrians, refugees.
Into the eastern part of
They said
Turkey.
once the war and that problem is over with, then they should go home. Then, in other words, they can't be here permanently. So, and then
We went to the Topkapi Palace next.
the Sultan. He had the swords and
The
everything
spoon,
that they used for fighting.
yeah, and the Spoonmaker diamond.
Diamond, yeah, the spoon maker.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah, spoon something diamond. Do you think that diamond was real in the case?
I don't think so.
You know,
They
somebody
have guards.
break that?
Yeah, but they have guards all over the place.
Have guards at the door.
Yeah, they had guards all over the place, really.
I made the guard outside. He was very stern. I said, look how stern he is. And he smiled. I said, oh, he knows how to smile.
Getting the veal skeleton. I don't feel like beef. It's just kind of heavy. And just veal salad, and I'll have it with the Marcella wine.
I have spinach.
The antipasto.
Yeah, a little prosciutto, an eggplant, and a little bit of cheese.
Bueno. Bon.
Delicious. Wow.
And this is
You're gonna eat
a little bit of little snack before dinner.
Wow. You didn't have lunch at all.
No.
Oh, very nice. It's it is hot, thank you. Wow. Looks lovely.
Looks good, huh?
Lovely. I'm glad it's not that big, but it's still big.
This looks so good. I am full already.
Look at her face.
I am just... It's a shame I'm going to have to leave it.
No, I don't like that. I don't want anything on a bone. I don't care for.
Well, I'll give you a fillet over here.
No.
We should have split it. Good, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Don't do that.
Show them your ring.
Hi. How was your day?
They will.
We could ask them the questions because we were absent.
She will.
Well, she'll ask the question, and then we'll ask.
Question 13, the third and final time. What suburb of Paris produced the silk lace? Credit for inventing the computer floppy disk in 1970. IBM. Yes, IBM is the answer. Question 6. What do you call an angle more than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees? Obtuse. Yes, obtuse.
We did. Look at all those answers we got.
Yeah.
You did good, Joseph. 70% is good. And then half
Yeah, but one of them was
weren't here.
yours.
Just one I got.
I blew the one about, what's his name? The last president of Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Buonasera. I know you're there. I've seen you coming in. I cannot see you with this light, however, I know you're there. How did you enjoy the cruise? You know the reason, I don't have to explain again. So we had a fantastic cruise with the nice, beautiful weather in the port where we went, Istanbul. Was Istanbul, for those of you who have been the first time here? I sincerely thank you for coming to Senses Voyager. I've been your home away from home, and I hope to see you in the next future on board here or any other ship of Regent. The Navigator, the little one, the Senses Mariner, and the Splendor, the Explorer, one of those, or here on the Voyager back. Once again, till the next time, arrivederci. Ciao.
It's a beautiful life.
Welcome to Crew Capers. Regent Seven Seas Voyager has a family of 457 crew members coming from 45 different nationalities. Tonight they have left their day-to-day duties to share their talents with you, our guests. Now it's on with the show as Junil from the galley and his gang clean up their act in this Bobby Darin classic.
I was thinking about Saturday night. Everything was alright. When I step out of the tub and my feet on the floor, right? All the things that you dancing about. There was a lollipop, yeah, pretty sure. Rolling small, it was even there too. When I splash splash.
Now we'll visit the Philippines with this traditional dance that first became popular during the Spanish era. Please welcome our Filipino dancers in Pandango sa Ilaw, or the Candle Dance. Please welcome Angelita and Marvin from the housekeeping team as they lead our bamboo clappers in Teeny Cling. solo paso doble and solo jive. Indonesia is known for a special dance to welcome visitors to their island. This happy tune and the friendly personalities of the Indonesian people combine to make Sinanggar Tulo. Enjoy these international dance hits from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, presented by our Crew Capers dancers.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Padrina tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Macarena. Padrina tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Padrina tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Macarena. Padrina tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Tu cuerpo, alegría, que suena. Padrina tu cuerpo, alegría, Macarena. Macarena.
And put your hands in the air for the YMCA.
Young man, let's go moving down and say, young man. You start up the crowd and say, young man. In this time, there's no need to be unhappy. Come on, everybody sing! It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. I've ever been boy, I'm not to enjoy. You can have a big old divorce. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get no man. Cause he's all by himself. I said, young man, you can ride on the shelf and just go there to the YMCA today. Can help you today. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Olives are here, ladies and gentlemen. Reaching some of those outside heroes from behind you. Look at each and individual level. They surround our food now department, ladies and gentlemen, around the clock. From Cruise Director Margaret, Adam Marva, your entire entertainment team, and all the officers, staff, and crew here on Regent Seven Seas Voyager. Thank you for choosing our cruise line, and we look forward to seeing you again on another one of our vessels. Thank you, and run your team.
How was your cruise? What did you think of the cruise?
Wonderful. Yeah, cruise is wonderful. Food is divine. The rooms, comfortable beds, the luxury. Thank you for inviting me and taking me on your trip. Let me sad. But thank you. What?
It was wonderful.
Wonderful.
And guess what? I didn't have to go to the dispensary.
Yeah, we had a good trip.
What
We had a
happened?
I didn't
beautiful
have to
trip.
go to the doctor's office.
Thank you.
Tony, thank you.
Thank you.
Salute. Well, our last night.
Yeah. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Before you finish it.
Cantaloupe sorbet. Very good. Yum yum. Put it on salad.
Thank you.
It is very good. I'm enjoying this evening. It's delightful.
There you are with your lobster tail.
And risotto, saffron risotto.
With saffron,
And I have spinach coming.
Yes, another lobster tail, yes.
Another tail.
Would you like me to remove your shell?
Yes, please.
And another lobster, 3 lobster tails.
Looks delicious. There's 2 nice sized lobster tails, beautifully. And my vegetables didn't come, but I have a nice selection of vegetables.
They're on the way.
Yes.
Very good.
I hope I could eat this the last one.
Good training, good training.
So I try not to get too much food here. Thank you.
Lebanese, yes.
Oh, Lebanese.
Connie made that. She made kibbe.
I like kibbe too.
Yeah.
And falafel.
Tabbouleh, I love.
Tabbouleh, yes.
Yes. And that eggplant spread.
Hummus.
Yeah.
Hummus is my favorite.
Yeah.
That's the shopping.
That's cute. That's nice. I'm on the phone very much. Oh, yeah, they can go from fast. Slamming into everyone. It's like a scooter.
Yeah, they have them now in Florida for planting, especially in Miami. And by the beach.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen them all.
shopping. It's like a linen.
It's a natural jute quality. Fingering is the name of the collection. Natural jute is the material. It's nice quality, nice material. It's like the linen material.
Extra virgin. What's the
Extra
other?
virgin for my salad.
What's the vinegar?
So we're at I forgot the square, the name of the square. I'll look it up. We're at Taverna having about to have lunch because we've been walking and we're decided we're hungry enough for lunch now.
Side doesn't rain.
No,
Doesn't look like
it's
they
gonna rain.
I'm doing this.
You're doing what?
I'm paying for this.
No, you don't have to do
Yes,
this.
I am.
So we have 2 moussakos.
2 moussaka.
Moussaka. And 1 margarita.
Margarita pizza.
How was your trip?
Oh, it was wonderful. We had a great time.
Yeah.
All the places we saw, a lot that we've seen before, but it just looked different. You know, everything looks different. It's the same. Istanbul.
Yeah.
We stayed two days and 2 nights, one night and 2 days in Istanbul. The first tour we did was, where was it?
By Byzantine highlights of Istanbul, we went to the Hagia Sophia Church and the Spice Bazaar, and we missed the Chora Museum because it was so late.
Yeah, that's right. We were running late
And we went to
because
the
ship was late getting in.
and we went to the underground cistern.
That's right. That's right. We saw the Blue Mosque.
That was the
That's
next
second
tour.
Day. But we did see the Catholic or the Christian. It was
The biggest.
It was a Christian built by Constantinople.
Built. I don't know who built. It was built by, but it was.
He was Christian, and then
Maybe
it
Pope
became,
Constantine was the Pope at some
then,
point.
Then it became a mosque, and they
Yeah.
took down they plastered over all of these saint things. So when they went back to being a museum,
They uncovered it.
They uncovered all this gold inlaid paintings, beautiful. So they're still in the process of renovation, and it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's scaffolding all over Turkey because they want the tourism that's going on now. It's unbelievable. They're building a port for the ships, many more ships to come in and be able to dock. It's on the other side of the river.
And the biggest airport in the world.
And they're building, or they have built the biggest airport in the world. It was beautiful, very nice and clean, but very crowded. The streets.
Well, that was the old
jam-packed.
part of the city, which is the most crowded,
Yeah.
where we were.
Yeah, it was.
Sultanahmet.
Yeah, well, that's where they're going to have the tours, and
Yeah.
they may have to get mini buses or something instead of those bigger buses.
Build a monorail.
Yeah, I don't know how they get through the city because it was torture. So anyway, all in all, the trip was wonderful. We had a good time, and it was just a beautiful trip. And I
when
was
Athens,
surprised
then we
nothing
went,
happened to
right?
me. Huh?
Knock on wood. You're on your
Knock
last
on
flight
wood.
back.
I know, gosh, because every time I go away, something happens.
And you had a good time in Athens. We did shopping. We went
Yeah,
to
we went shopping in
the shopping
streets,
street and the
amazing.
restaurant street.
Yeah, we had Rose paid for dinner that night, the last night, and I paid for lunch, and we had a wonderful, lovely walk. And finally, we were on our way home.
Everybody suffers. Everybody has problems.
Everybody does, really, and I'm thankful that I'm okay. But we had a good time. It was wonderful.
So onward and upward, and next we're going from San Francisco to Tahiti in January.
Uns kurz von Ihrer Aufmerksamkeit ersuchen. Sie werden sich nun mit den internationalen Sicherheitsbestimmungen über unser Videosystem vertraut machen.
Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople, been a long time gone. Constantinople, now it's Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So if you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. So take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul. Istanbul. Istanbul, even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Constantinople, no you can't go back to Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul.